yeah. Increase in views, increase in subscribers, yeah.
What's going on, guys? Jordan Steen, serial entrepreneur, here for another episode for you YouTube marketers. Well, just marketers, you're all marketers. So what's going on? I can't wait to go through this video with you guys because we're gonna show you 4 tools to use for keyword research. And let me ask you a question before we get into it, but a lot of you are probably creating videos or creating maybe blog article content or content on your website, but for some reason you never seem to get any organic traffic, right? Like maybe you're creating an e-commerce store, maybe you're creating an online course just like we have, and you're not getting any actual traffic to your blog articles or to your videos. You're not getting any subscribers or followers. Why might that be happening? Well, the biggest reason is because people don't do the research up front to really understand what people are looking for and how to drive them to that specific piece of content. So if you're struggling to figure out why you can't get the traffic that you're needing for your blog article to make some money, or for your vlog to make some money, or whatever it may be doing, that you're doing to create your content, then you're gonna wanna pay attention to this video, because again, we're gonna go through these really important tools that you're gonna want to know. So here we go.
All right, so now that we're into the video, what I want to start off or lead into this video with is, you guys always ask me about how to create content, what I need to do to create content, and really if you understand what keywords are relevant to your customers or to your client's customer, whoever it is that you're creating content for, if you know the keywords that are relevant, then you know what to create content about, because you should focus about 75% of your overall content on keyword researched type of traffic. And so meaning you've looked at what keywords people are using in search terms and you're able to create content around those keywords. Because again, if you're using platforms like YouTube, if you're trying to build SEO and online web presence on search engines, then you need to focus your content around keywords, because that's a majority of how but Google and YouTube find your content. If your content doesn't have any, like I see it all the time and it cracks me up, somebody will upload a video to YouTube and it'll be like how to fix your car, and it's like car video upload. And that's the name, like the title and the description of the video. And it's just like, well, that's why you're not getting any traffic or any views or any subscribers to your YouTube videos. And if you're creating, actual blog articles, and say you want to create it about a social media marketing agency, but all you ever, about starting a social media marketing agency, but all you ever talk about in there is Facebook marketing and YouTube marketing, and you never actually mention the word social media marketing agency in the blog article, like not even once, then how does Google know that that article is about that? Yes, you included it in the title maybe, but then there's a disconnect between the title and the actual content in the article. So how does Google know to recognize that this is what it's about, right? That's what search engines do. They say, okay, well, this is the title, this is the content in the actual body of the article. How do these relate? Right? So that it has to actually figure it out. So that's why keyword strategy and planning and research is so important. So let's go ahead and jump into these 4 tools that I recommend you using, not only for your YouTube marketing strategy, but just your overall keyword marketing strategy should be based around these 4 platforms and understanding, what information that they provide, competition, search volume, how much it's going to cost. All of that information is important. So let's show you how to use these tools online. All right, and a lot of them are free. Actually, I think all of them are free. Let me see. Yeah, all of them are free tools. So let's just get right into it. You guys will see what I mean. And earlier in the video, you did see this is what this has been able to do for us. Again, we started really focusing in on what's going to make a better content strategy probably about 4 to 5 months ago on YouTube, and really optimizing for search traffic. Instead of just for quality video content, because that's what we were doing. We focused a lot on quality content, but at the same time, nobody was searching for that content, so it never got us any views. Well, what we've now kind of reverted to is doing about 75% of our content based on what people are searching for, and the other 25% is the stuff that doesn't get a ton of search traffic, but we know that once people make it to our channel, they'll enjoy that content, right? So that's our strategy. I strongly recommend you take that approach as well, because it's been working out great for us. As you can see, we've increased our subscriber rate by 67% in a month, and then by 40% on our views in a month. So that's almost doubling in the views, more than doubling in our subscriber rate in a month's time for this specific month. And we've been doing that month to month now for about 4 months. So if you don't see why this is important, then you should by now, or if you haven't seen already, then you should by now. This is what it's been doing for us, and it will do the same for your channels. So when it comes down to figuring out the content, again, we're going to talk about some tools. And the first tool we're going to talk about is just YouTube Suggest and Google Suggest. Google Suggest is right here. Obviously, YouTube Suggest is going to be on YouTube. And you can see right here, if we type in social media marketing, this is YouTube Suggest, and you can see I have all these cool little figures right here. I'll show you about this tool a little later. It's one of the tools we're going to talk about. But if I do social media marketing course, it shows me the search volume on YouTube, the cost per click, so roughly $9.71 per person that clicks over to my site or to my landing page, and the competition is about a 0.83 out of 1. 1 being the highest in this, well, not the highest, but out of 100 basically. So it's pretty high competition. For people who are, for the amount of search volume that goes on with this search. There's not a ton of search volume. There's a decent amount of competition. So all we're going to do is we use these phrases right here to create our content, to determine what we want to create our content around. Social media marketing course YouTube is a search that people are putting into Google Suggest or into their YouTube search bar. So you can see there's not a ton of traffic, but it is a suggested search term. So let's look at some other ones. If we did social media marketing agency, right, about 6,600 searches. We have business plan with about 70 searches, not a ton. So, maybe creating this video wouldn't be the best idea for us to do. There's not a ton of search traffic. There is a decent amount of search traffic for pricing because that's a very niche specific set. This has more of an intent, a search intent. So I'm looking for pricing, not just social media marketing agency, but pricing, structures for social media marketing, or pricing guides or tips for social media marketing. So you can see that's why, these videos got a decent amount of traffic. So that's a thing you'll want to take into consideration when you're looking at these videos and really trying to figure out what topics you want to cover. What is the traffic like? What is the competition like? Is there a ton of competition? And you can see there's not a ton around this specific topic because each video on average is getting like 5K views. The good ones have 20K and 14K views. So there's not a ton of competition, so that's why we keep creating content around it, because we know there's not a ton of competition. With our initial boost that we get from our channel, from our subscribers, it's going to put us ahead of the rest of the competition. So using YouTube Suggest and Google Suggest are super important for that reason, because again, it's going to tell you what people are searching for. If you focus your content and your keywords around traffic that people are already searching for, then it's going to help you get better results. And really, actually, this is even a bonus tool if you're creating YouTube content. Is a tool called vidIQ, and you can see right here it shows the competition and the search score. So you can see search volume for this is 0, but vidIQ competition score is 7. There's a lot of competition and low search volume for this. So we kind of positioned ourselves early. You can see this video was created about a year ago, so we're pretty good there. But 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 9 months ago, and there's just still getting a lot of traffic to these searches for like a newer channel. It's not something that maybe a larger channel would focus on because there's not enough traffic for them. But for newer channels, since the search volume is kind of low and the competition's super low, that means it's a good area for us to start out in. But if we did something like Facebook, I believe this one has a decent amount of search traffic. Yeah, 40,500, and it's got a ton of search volume and low competition score. So this is actually a video that we're creating right now because we know that there's a ton of people searching for this and not a ton of people creating video content about it. So we decided that we would put together a series on how to set up your Facebook business page the right way. And that's what we're going to be releasing here very soon. But we know that this is a good topic for us to cover because, again, these tools that tell us what the search volume is like for this specific keyword. See how it changes, though, if I type in Facebook business page tips. You'll notice right here the search volume isn't as high. There is not as much search intent towards tips as there was for Facebook business page in general. So that means that it's a broader topic. It's obviously going to have more search volume involved, but luckily we found a niche or an area that didn't have a ton of competition. And with a channel of our size, we'll be able to compete in that little keyword set. So really understand that with Google and with YouTube, you're competing for keyword space here. That is your ad space. There's only, you have to think of it like availability, right? If there's 1,000 people, right? Let's say that's our total audience for a specific niche. If there's 1,000 people and there's topics like Facebook marketing, social media marketing, Instagram marketing, YouTube marketing, Snapchat marketing, right? And out of those 1,000 people, I'm not going to search for all 4 of those topics in a month, but I might search for 2 of them, right? So that means there's a limited amount of search traffic for each search term. So we'll kind of show you, I'll show you a little bit more, just kind of draw this out to make it easier for you guys, because it is kind of hard to understand. All right, let's say we have 1,000 people in an audience, right? You have Facebook, you have Instagram, right? You have YouTube. All right, let's just say that's the audience we're working with. Well, let's say out of, for Facebook, that specific, topic that we discuss, we get 300 people to search about that, right, in a month out of our 1,000. With Instagram this month, we got like, 500. And with YouTube, we got, let's say, 1,500. Because remember, this is just the total audience. These people in this audience can do more than one search, right? So they did something on YouTube marketing, something on Instagram marketing, and maybe, some of them only did something on Facebook marketing. That's just kind of how the traffic worked out for this week, right? And this is just for general search traffic for Google or YouTube. Now, if that's all the traffic available, that means there's only 2,300 searches available for these topics. So that means my keywords that I use have to relate to these topics, otherwise I'll never be found. So if I just upload a video and it says social media marketing, but that's not a common search term, if for some reason social media marketing had 0 search traffic, right, then it's not going to get anything really when it's not going to provide any value to my channel or bring any new subscribers or followers or views to my videos, because no one's searching for it. So you have to be targeting content that people are actually searching for. Otherwise, again, you're not going to get anyone to your content. And that's the same thing with Google. Whether it's YouTube or Google, you want to understand that if you're not targeting keywords that people are searching for, then it doesn't matter what content you create, you're never going to get any organic traffic. So you'll want to find keywords that aren't too competitive if you're starting out brand new, or if you already have a ton of traffic coming to your site, then you'll be able to compete a little, with the higher competition search keywords. Like if I were to just type in Facebook marketing, right? I wouldn't, me personally, with my YouTube channel, Serial Entrepreneur YouTube channel, I wouldn't create a video that just targeted the keywords Facebook marketing specifically, because I don't have a ton of subscribers. I would probably wait until I'm in the 10,000 to 15,000 subscriber mark to start creating videos that are more broad like that. And the reason why is because if I target videos or if I target content with a lower subscriber rate, it's just going to be hard to compete with other channels that have way more subscribers and are getting a ton of traffic to their videos, right? It doesn't make sense for me to try and compete there. So even though when I type in Facebook marketing, what's funny is one of my videos with less views actually shows up number 4. And that's probably because I'm on my own computer and I already am logged in, so I'm going to be suggested my own content. But what's funny is also here is the search volume is very high and the vidIQ competition score is actually kind of low. So I could create some more content around here and get into it, which is actually why we're creating some of the content that we have been recently. All right, so that's pretty much Ubersuggest. Now let's go into the last 3 tools, and that's also Ubersuggest. So let's go into Google Trends. And again, this is a keyword tool that you want to use because it shows search engine traffic and suggestions for keywords that you want to focus on based on what's popular and what's not. So you can see right here, these are like popular keywords or these are 2 popular keywords showing comparison for who shows up more in those areas. And obviously Kim Kardashian is destroying it right now. And American football kills it compared to football as a keyword search term, except for in I think that's New Hampshire. I can't see what state that is. But let's show you a more in-depth example. So for my content, we target digital marketing. And we also target keywords like social media marketing and online marketing. And this is why this tool is important to understand, because overall you're going to have a focus, right? Every video you create or article you create will have keywords that you use more than others. So for example, I'm probably going to say digital marketing more than social media marketing. I'll probably say social media marketing more than I ever would online marketing. And you can tell why, right? Because there's actually a little bit more search traffic for social media marketing than there is for online marketing. And there's way more search traffic for digital marketing than there is for social media and online marketing. There's probably just about, like, if you combine these two together, you would equal digital marketing search engine traffic. So that's why this tool is important. It tells you how these keywords kind of rank and perform across a given geographic area. I can actually set this up by city, a metro area. I can set it up by a different country. And it gives other related search terms that are performing well. So executive program digital marketing, how to start a digital marketing agency is breaking out. 2018 digital marketing trends is a topic that's breaking out. Digital marketing conferences 2018 is breaking out. And you can see what's different about social media marketing, other search terms and search phrases that I can incorporate into my content. So you can see why this tool is awesome. It shows where traffic is coming from. I strongly recommend, once you actually figure out what your keywords are and you check them in Keyword Planner, that at some point you go through and start using this tool as well, because you're going to want to check what keywords are still relevant. You can even do by image search, Google Shopping, YouTube search. Like, this is a cool thing right here, YouTube search, which one's more popular. So this is important for me to know, and it tells me what areas are searching for what. So it actually looks like social media marketing does better on YouTube than digital marketing, and we've incorporated that into our strategy for a specific reason. So this is why this tool is important. I hope you guys get some use out of that tool there. Another tool that we're going to want to use is Ubersuggest. This is a cool tool to use to find out keyword traffic across Google search engine, across web traffic, across images, shopping, YouTube news as well. It pulls all the traffic from Google search traffic. So if I were to do the same thing here, actually let me get out of this first. All right, now if I were to do the same thing here and I click this and I click look up, it's going to take a minute to load all the traffic for those words, and it'll tell you the average volume like we saw earlier. The average cost per click for this keyword and competition for this keyword out of 1. So it's pretty high competition. We can actually sort by search volume. So you can see here we have the top search obviously is going to be social media because it's less specific. The more specific we get, the less search volume there is. But social media marketing, boom, we have search traffic there. If we did digital marketing agency, boom, we have that there. If I wanted to go more specific for my content, what I talk to, then I would do course, and I could see what the traffic is like for that keyword. It's even more competitive. It's more expensive on a cost per click basis, and there's less traffic. So you can see why less traffic would mean that it's going to be more expensive and more competitive. All right, so it kind of gives us some idea about what that keyword is like. And then we can find it down here. So if I wanted to do a quick find, I just do find social media marketing course, and you can see we have 1,300 right here. It shows it right there. And then you can pull other keyword ideas and your LSI keywords or your other, keywords that you want to use in your articles or in your content, in your descriptions, things like that. That's how you'll find those keywords. The last keyword tool that I want to recommend is Keywords Everywhere. And this is a tool that, again, you can only use for Google Chrome. That's why I recommend using Chrome. They have a ton of these cool plugins like Facebook Analytics tool, vidIQ tool, this Be Live tool, so that way you can do share screens on Be Live. All right, so once you get the Keywords Everywhere tool installed, you will have to put in the API key, which they're going to send you via your email address. Then you just need to go into Update Settings, and you're going to turn on all of the search engine platforms that you want it to pull from, or all of the websites where you want it to pull search engine traffic from. I think this is funny, keyword shitter. That's pretty funny. But we're going to use all of those right there, just search engine related ones, and then it updates automatically. You can change your metrics that you highlight, like volume, cost per click, competition, all of that. But we're going to leave that as is. So now when we refresh our page for social media marketing course, it's going to show all of our volume, our cost per click, and our competition up here. It's going to show what people also search for over here. So it's a really cool tool that, anytime you do a search on Google, it's going to give you this information right over here. And again, key things to look at are volume, the cost per click, and the competition. How competitive is that keyword? You can see social media courses London is super competitive. For some reason, there's not a ton of people searching for that overall search, but there's a lot of people probably talking about it because there's probably a lot of people in London who are creating courses and using those keywords. So just some quick tools for you guys to be aware of when you're doing search engine traffic or when you're trying to figure out what keywords work for a business. These are the ones that you're going to want to keep in mind. These are the ones that we use to do research when we're trying to figure out keywords that we plan to use for our campaigns. And again, it's what's helped us on YouTube start increasing our traffic by 40% for views and by 67% on a month-to-month basis for our YouTube content and for our subscribers. So it's been really, really effective for our channel. So if this helps you, if you've been able to benefit from using this video, please do me a favor and throw a like or a thumbs up on this video so that way other people can get involved. If you're a new viewer to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell in the bottom right-hand corner of this video so that way you get updates on all of the free content and cool tools and techniques that we use to get better marketing results. Outside of that, guys, there's tons of free training in the description below. Plus, you're going to want to visit SerialEntrepreneur.academy. And let me just show you why. And it's because of the fact that we give away the best digital marketing content out there. There are people who seriously tell us that they would pay us $1,000 for our course, but we only charge $549 for it. We've been published in all kinds of different things like Future Sharks. We've worked with people like Jeremy Adams and Maxwell Finn. We've had Billie Jean review our course and tell us how legitimate it is. So if you don't believe us, just head over to Serial Entrepreneur Academy. You can check it out. We're going to be releasing our personal branding course here soon. So we're super excited for that. And there's early access benefits that are incorporated with that. So if you want to get the course at the best price possible ever, you're going to want to make sure you stay tuned. Plus, if you're looking for mentorship, we have this really cool mentorship program where we do live events every single week, and we do live training for everyone on our course or looking to start an online business or a marketing agency, whatever that is. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this video. I hope you were able to learn a lot. Make sure you do everything I mentioned just a second ago, and we will see you on the next video. Until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later, guys.
Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out. All right. Let's do it.